What's up? Fayasan here. So here's a question I found, and here's some creative demonstration for it. A guy approaches you, and he's an absolute stud. He asks you the question. If you don't answer it, well, so so you gotta answer it. And what's the question? Take the graph x squared plus y squared is equal to 1. If it forms a circle of radius 1 centered at the origin, which it does, then formulate the equation for the line that passes through the center, okay, the center of the circle, which is the origin, and the point on the circle, okay, that is intersected by a line parallel to the y-axis, going through the x-axis at alpha. Okay, so the last part just flew over your head, I bet that. Let's look at it through a graph. Okay, he also presented us with a, let's just say, a condition. -1 is more than equal to alpha, which is more than equal to 1. Now this will make sense later on when I show you the graph. Look at this. That's x squared plus y squared is equal to 1. It's a circle centered at the origin and its radius is 1. Then there's also the line parallel to the y-axis which I was talking about. It intersects the x-axis at alpha, and it also intersects the circle. Great. Now if alpha is greater than 1 or alpha is more than 1, will it intersect the circle? No. So yeah, so that's why the condition was there. Anyway, he wants us to find the equation for this line. Can we do it? I bet we can. So notice that the three of these have the same point of intersection, which is this one. Now, what will be the equation for the straight line which is parallel to the y-axis? It intersects the x-axis at alpha, right? So its equation will be x is equal to alpha. And what's the equation of the circle? X squared plus y squared is equal to 1. And guess what? They have the same connection point. So can we compare these two equations? Yep, we can. Substitute x is equal to alpha in the first equation. We get alpha squared plus y squared is equal to 1. And from here we get y is equal to whole root 1 minus alpha squared. Put that away for a bit. Now the general equation for a line is y is equal to mx plus c, where c is the y-intercept, basically where the line touches the y-axis, and m is the slope. Now, does it have the same point of intersection to the circle as x is equal to alpha does? Yup, it does. So can we compare these two equations? Yup, we can. Substitute x is equal to alpha and y is equal to mx plus c. We get y is equal to m alpha plus c. Now c will be 0, right? Because the line cuts through the origin. The y-intercept will be 0. So we end up with y is equal to m alpha. Now bring back this equation right here. It's important. Do the circle and the line have the same point of intersection? Yup, they do. So in order to find m, the slope, we just compare these two equations and we'll get whole root 1 minus alpha squared is equal to m alpha. Put alpha over here. We get whole root 1 minus alpha squared upon alpha is equal to m. Now let's bring back the general equation for the line. Y is equal to mx plus c. Put m here and c will be 0 as always. And then we end up with y is equal to whole root 1 minus alpha squared upon alpha times x. So hopefully you got this answer. And this actually works if you put this in decimals. You need to put this in decimals. X is equal to alpha in decimals. X squared plus y squared is equal to 1 in decimals to get the graph and understand it. Alright, so bye bye. Please leave the suggestion. I didn't receive any suggestion. Please, 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 please. Oh my god. I miss Roblox.